how do you give up all, or not give up all of that, but say, hey, I'm going to go in this totally different career path that is not stable, where I don't know how much money I'm going to make. Where does that courage come from? And then I guess, how did you break through in that space?
Once I started doing YouTube, it was, I had 2 kids, a house, mortgage, all that. And I didn't stop my job. And I think that's the important thing. I think when you're young, hey, just whatever, throw a backpack on, go somewhere. What does it matter? For me, I was juggling. And by juggling, that meant I had no time. So I had made 3 books by then. I just replaced the book passion with the YouTube passion. And I kept the day job of headshots as a way to supplement that. And I held on to it for a very long time because I was concerned that this could just be a fleeting thing. And then I would have lost my ability to provide for my family and all that. But I started older than, definitely than you would say your average YouTuber is, but it was all an accident. And the way it happened was my friend Sandy, who is my co-producer on the channel, he was filming videos for me because we were making videos of the dancers to prove to people that it was real. Because everybody thought I was photoshopping these photos because what the dancers can do is so extraordinary. So we started making these behind the scenes videos, and then he just threw out, if we were able to post these on YouTube, we could get access to their studio once a month for free. That was the goal. But you have to have 10,000 subscribers. He said. It's like, where are we going to get 10,000 subscribers? I have like 2. And that was the first step. And like, let's just try it to see if we can one day down the road, get 10,000 subscribers.
What I love about that story is that I think you're so right that a lot of people think you just have to quit your job and then you're trying to time it right. Yes. Everyone's like, okay, well, when do I quit my job and how do I start this new thing? Yes. And you're like, actually, we just did both. Because that was,
just meant less sleep.
Yes,
that's
of course. Yeah.
But the thing is I think the timing idea is also procrastination.
Correct.
Oh, it's not right. I can't do that. Like, and it has to all be lined up just perfectly. You can always find an excuse why it's not lined up just perfectly. Yeah. And so for me, I just felt like there was a real opportunity. And I don't think they happen a lot in life where you can see a potential trajectory, but you just know you're going to have to work your butt off and probably fail for a long time before you see the benefits of that work. Yeah. And I think that's one thing I've always been willing to do. When I did Dancers Among Us, it was 2 years before anybody cared. And I would go downtown after a day of shooting headshots and I would shoot all night dancers. And my wife would call and she'd say, literally, Hudson just took his first steps. And I'd be like, oh my God, I missed that. Or, well, actually it would be Salish because he was older, but like that kind of thing. She crawled for the first time, this, that, the other. I'd come home and they were already asleep. And I would hear somebody go, daddy, 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 while I was shooting, but it wasn't for me. Like all that stuff, it ripped me apart because nobody was paying attention. And nobody cared about this project. And I would go and shoot it any day anyway, without any financial benefit. And it was only because I believed in it that I thought it could be something. And fortunately, I stuck with it. Because if I hadn't done that book, honestly, I wouldn't be here right now for sure. Because that's what led to everything. But it was those years of pushing through without any idea that it would be successful. And everybody has that story. I know your story very well. It's everybody's story where you have that down period and then you find the peak.